Hello. Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about the 6th of March. The 6th of March, when the moon transiting through Libra is going to create an opposition with Chiron. Thus, it's going to trigger the energy of this asteroid that orbits between Saturn and Uranus. Chiron has got to do with health. That's why I call this short video, "How you going, mate?" which is very Australian actually, but that's the way we do it here in this country. And I also chose to show you the books that I've written for you, for those interested in astrology. This one here is about Chiron and Vesta, and the manner in which I use them in astrology to enrich my readings. And they do. And this one is about cosmic disturbances or discordances, configurations that are considered as difficult, discordant, dissonant, and health. So their impact or their potential possible impact on our health. It's interesting because what's in your birth chart is in your birth chart. It's like a genetic type of storage of information which you have absorbed when you were born. That's why, as the planets turn around the zodiac, they come in contact with planets and other elements in the birth chart, and they trigger chain reactions. But it's not because you have this or that type of configuration in your chart that you're going to develop the kind of pathology that is linked to this type of configuration. Because your health also depends on the environment and on your state of mind, which, in my opinion, plays a very important role. Because if you believe that you are ill, you will be ill. But if you decide that you are not, maybe you will be ill, but illness will have a much harder time getting to you because you'll be like a rebel, refusing to be sick. So it's a question of state of mind, I would say, and personal choice as well. So those two books should be useful for anyone who is looking for answers about health and the birth chart. So astrology can be very useful to understand the whys and hows of certain conditions and pathologies, development of pathologies. So on that day, March the 6th, at 5 p.m. Universal Time, that opposition is going to trigger the energy of Chiron, which means that perhaps it would be a good moment to choose to take advantage of your state of health to understand something that may improve it or preserve it. It doesn't matter if you're already, suffering from something or else or not, because the moon is going to trigger the consciousness about health. So you will be able to understand something that will help you and perhaps even motivate you to act or react according to what is needed for your health to be as good as possible. Mars has just entered in Pisces, it's at 3 degrees on the 6th of March. It's already at 3 degrees in Pisces, and it's going to transit through the sign in about 6 weeks. On the 10th of April, it's going to enter in Aries. So that will be a very important transit. First of all, because Mars represents Aries, so it's always very strong in this sign when it transits through, but also because Saturn and Neptune are in Aries, and of course Chiron as well, as you can see here. Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron, and Venus. Venus, in 6 weeks, I think Venus won't be in there anymore. It will be either in Taurus or even already perhaps nearing the end of the sign, or even transiting in Gemini. Anyway, it is interesting to actually picture the configurations that occur as a map that is going to be used to guide you somewhere, to drive you somewhere, to lead you somewhere. And that somewhere is where you want to go. So when you're in front of a chart like that, and you see this opposition, you say, well, you'll need to control your emotions, because your emotions may trigger some weird feelings, and perhaps a health condition may develop. But the moon is in harmony with Vesta, which indicates harmony, balance. And so your role on that day and time, if you realize, understand, and reflect about your own health, it will be done not emotionally, because if you do that, you lose your rational. We're not rational when we're emotional. So Vesta is going to help. And in the way I deal with astrology, which is described in this book, Vesta is linked to Libra. That's how I use the steroid. So the moon is in Libra. So the moon is sort of depending on Vesta to be allowed to transit through its residence, its Vesta's residence, and doing so, the moon needs to be nice to Vesta. And both are in harmony, as you can see here. And that is, of course, showing the potential to restore good health, if necessary, or to preserve it, because that is also necessary, of course. But there is an inconjunct here, or a quincunx, as we call them as well. This type of aspect is ambiguous. Uranus shows, this is this planet here, that there is something that we need to change, or that we want to change. And because Uranus is in Taurus, and because we are talking about health, it may have something to do with food, the way we feed ourselves. What do you feed yourself on? What do you eat? Are you aware of the fact that some food, like we call them junk food, are not good for you? So that is something that may come to your mind. Start to think about and perhaps decide to change your diet to make it more appropriate to a better health, therefore to a better life. Now, because it is a quincunx, you will most probably tend to postpone. You'll say, I will stop tomorrow. But today and tonight, yeah, I'm going to have a nice meal, even though I know now that it's not what I should be eating. Well, just one last time, please. And perhaps tomorrow you'll say the same. It's like the barber that says, on the sign in front of his shop, tomorrow we shave for free. But tomorrow never comes. Because tomorrow is always tomorrow, every day. You know what I mean? So that's a quincunx. Take it easy, because you need to understand and then decide. And if that is an option, change your diet, do it. Because you will not only feel better, body-wise, physiologically, but also psychologically, and you will be satisfied with your own decision. Therefore, it will boost your self-confidence and self-appreciation, because we need to appreciate ourselves. Before we can be appreciated by other people, we need to appreciate ourselves. Okay, that is it for today. The next short video will deal with the potential influence of the moon again, but when it reaches the opposition with Uranus here. So that's when the moon is reaching the end in Scorpio. And that'll be the next video. So see you soon, perhaps. If you need a reading of any kind, either by myself or by Lucas, well, log on to our website and you'll find the information to do so. You can also ask questions. We answer questions. There is a special in the form, there is a special option to answer particular questions that you may have. It's not as costly as a full reading, of course. Thank you very much. See you soon. Take care and be good.